What is up, y'all? Welcome to a new video. JWG's here today, and basically we are going to be, as you can tell, reacting to something called Smiling Man. Not the first one. I've seen the first one, the second one, and there's a new one. Next one called Smiling Woman. Who was? Okay, that's just creepy to look at. We're gonna be reacting to the Llama Arts, the animated one, or the real one. They're both the same, but Llama Arts is longer. But it's the real life. This one looks creepier. Animated for some reason. So we're gonna react to that. Yeah. Let's get it.
Did you know you
Ads?
can change your voice
Oh my
real
god.
time? With
Real
voice mode,
time.
you can have the voice.
Skip ad real time. Let's watch it. Let's get it. It's like
5 years ago,
5
I lived
o'clock. I
downtown in
all
a
day.
major city in the US. I've always been a night person, so I would often find myself bored after my roommate, who was decidedly not a night person, went to sleep. To pass the time, I used to go for long walks and spend the time thinking. I spent 4 years like that, walking alone at night, and never once had a reason to feel afraid. I always used to joke with my roommates that even the drug dealers in the city were polite. But all of that changed in just a few minutes of one evening. It was a Wednesday, somewhere between 1 and 2 in the morning.
He looked
and
like
I was walking near a
this anime
police
character
patrol
looked like an
park
actor.
quite a ways from my apartment.
Probably the guy who he played.
It was a
in
quiet night,
I'm
even for a weeknight, with very little traffic and almost no one on foot. The park, as it was most nights, was completely empty. I went down a short side street in order to loop back down my apartment when I first noticed him. At the far end of the street, on my side.
And you continue to walk towards this crackhead ass dude talking about something. Who thinks it's smart? Who thinks in their right mind it is smart to walk by some dude moving like those floaties outside the car dealership? I'm just saying.
Was the silhouette of a man dancing. It was a strange dance, similar to a waltz, but he finished each.
That boy built like Slender Man with a little bit of Edward Scissorhands. Nasty
I guess
body.
You could say he was dance walking, headed straight
for
me.
Strong nose, guys.
Deciding he was probably drunk, I stepped as close as I could to the road to give him the majority of the sidewalk to pass me. The closer he got, the more I realized how gracefully he was moving. He was very tall and lanky and wearing an old suit. He danced closer still, until I could make out his face. His eyes were open wide and wild.
Yo, chill out, bro.
Back slightly, looking off at the sky. His mouth was formed in a painfully wide cartoon of a smile. Between the eyes and the smile,
an animated film never should give me chills, but it gives me chills, bro. Like like my body's vibrating, bro. And I like horror movies, but that shit looks creepy.
As I reached the other side, I glanced back, and then stopped dead in my tracks. He had stopped dancing and was standing with one foot in the street.
Come on, bruh.
To me.
No, bruh. Take off. Cause
he was facing me, but still looking skyward.
Cause as soon as a dude does that, bruh, if he could boom, boom, he in 4-piece,
and utterly unnerved.
I'm not even playing. No.
Again, but kept my eyes on the man.
Good job, Brad.
He didn't move. Once
I don't even know your name, but I'm calling you Brad. You look like a Brad.
I turned away from him for a moment to watch the sidewalk in front of me.
Ethan. There we go,
The street and sidewalk ahead of me were completely empty. Still unnerved, I looked back to where he had been standing to find him gone. For the briefest of moments, I felt relieved, until I noticed him. He had crossed the street and was now slightly crouched down. I couldn't tell for sure due to the distance and the shadows,
you better run.
but I was certain he was facing
crouched?
me.
Oh, that boy finna.
I had looked away from him for no more than 10 seconds, so it was clear that he had moved fast. I was so shocked, and I stood there for some time, staring at him.
Weirdo.
And then he started moving toward me again.
Take off.
He took giant, exaggerated tiptoed steps, as if he were a cartoon character sneaking up on someone. Except he was moving very, very quickly.
God damn, he on X Games mode.
That I ran away or pulled out my pepper spray or cell phone or anything at all. But I didn't. I just stood there, completely frozen, as the smiling man crept toward me. And then he stopped again, about a car length away from me.
Okay.
Still smiling his smile, still looking to the sky. When I finally found my voice,
don't do
I
them.
blurted out the first thing that came to mind. What I meant to ask was, What the fuck do you want? In an angry,
Uh-huh.
commanding tone.
Yeah, that's
What
what's
came
up.
out was a whimper. What the fuck?
Bitch.
Regardless of whether or not humans can smell fear,
Bitch.
they can
That's what I
certainly
smell.
hear
I
it.
smell bitch.
I heard it in my own voice. That only made me more afraid. But he didn't react to it at all. He just stood there, smiling. And then, after what felt like forever, he turned around, very slowly, and started dance walking away. Just like that. Not wanting to turn my back to him again, I just watched him
Let me
go
make sure nothing.
until he was
Okay.
far enough away to almost be out of sight.
Yeah.
And then I realized something. He wasn't moving away anymore, nor was he dancing. I watched in horror as the distant shape of him got bigger and bigger.
Damn!
He was coming back my way.
What is his time?
He was coming back my way, and this time he was running. I ran too. I ran until I was off the side road and back onto a big
Go! Oh yeah! You better run! Let's go, Ethan!
Looking
Slow ass
behind me
boy.
then, he was nowhere
You
to
was
be
never on a
found.
high school track team.
The
Middle
rest of
school
my
track
way
team,
home, I
nothing.
kept glancing over my shoulder, always expecting to see his stupid smile, but he was never there.
This guy.
I lived in that city for 6 months after that, and I never went out for another walk. There was something about his face that always haunted me. He didn't look drunk.
Oh my god, it's Michael Jackson! Dude, how did we not peep
and
that?
utterly
Holy.
insane.
Don't
That's
smell
a
at
very,
me.
very scary thing to
Look
see.
this shit up. Look. Stop, bruh. I do not want to see that. Chill out. Alright, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.